It's time for the national championship, and the Georgia Bulldogs are back out here again for the second straight year and trying to win their second straight national championship. This time, it's a new quarterback under center, and he's been doing an excellent job here as the Bulldogs' new QB play caller. That being our guy, Bryce Calhoun, as he is finally going to get his chance now here to become immortal in the college football realm, as he and his fellow Bulldogs are going to be taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes for the national championship here at SoFi Stadium here in Los Angeles, California, as number 1 versus number 2 are going to go head to head for today's national championship. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Road to Glory with Bryce Calhoun. This could possibly be the final episode of today's this series, at least for his college career, as he could be making a huge choice at the end of this video of where he's going to go to, if he's going to either stay here at Georgia. There's also possibilities of him transferring if he wanted to, and also he has a chance to also get to the NFL, and we'll see how that'll all play out here today, as he is going to, of course, try to do his best to go out here and bring home another national championship here for the Georgia Bulldogs. As you take a look here, Ohio State, and they've had a pretty good season here. They lost to Illinois. They've won the big game over Michigan, 52-33. They only lost 2 games, and those 2 games were 2 conference games that they lost this season. They ended the season number 2 in the nation. Ended the season number 2 in the nation. As you see there, they're entering this game. It's a 5-game winning streak, 7-2 in the conference, as Penn State was the better team there in the Big Ten, but they were able to knock off Penn State there later on, and to get themselves into this position that they're in right now for the national championship. As for us, you guys know the story here. It's been a really great year. We had a couple of scares here against that Florida game. They were 45-27, and then 2 weeks later played against Oklahoma 32-31 in a nail biter. And then we would take on Georgia Tech 62-14, a nice interstate rivalry between the two of them. And of course, Oklahoma we faced again 28-17 in the conference championship. Then we would roll on to take on South Carolina in the first matchup here in the Orange Bowl in the college football playoffs. They're beating them 43-21. UAB, pretty easy game, 52-24. And now it's probably the biggest game of the season here for us, and that'll be Ohio State, as Ohio State's had a pretty good run, like I said, for themselves. And of course, there you see 15-game winning streak going in this one here. It could easily be snapped here very quickly here with players like Reese, the middle linebacker there, 92 overall, pass coverage type of player, 6'4", 238 pounds from Cleveland, Ohio, and he's ready to rob us if need be in the passing game there. So we'll definitely have to make sure we're kind of look where he's at, especially if we're throwing up the middle. Be very aware if he is a dangerous defensive player there, especially in coverage. McDonald, their defensive tackle there. Of course, he's going to try to do his best to plug up the line. Cam Robinson, the other middle linebacker, who also plays a little bit of outside as well. He's a field general, and he is 6'2", 227 pounds, and he has got the wrap up, of course, grip breaker, and he is definitely going to try to punish us if we happen to throw the ball, and most importantly, probably if he is playing outside linebacker, he'll probably definitely be coming at us in some pass rush attempts, and of course, if we do have to scamper away out of the pocket, I'm sure he'll be one of the first ones. And of course, the other pass rusher here, speed rusher, Dupree, he is redshirt junior, and 6'5", 285 pounds, and he will definitely be a problem there for us. Now, players that won't be an issue for us for Ohio State, you got Moore, who's out with a PCL complete tear. You got Peoples and Iark. They're both halfbacks, and they're out for the next 6 weeks there, so they don't have too much of a running game. Their top 2 rushing running backs there, are not going to be in today's game here. So the defense might have a little bit of a reprieve, but they're going to have to deal with the passing game. Ohio State already scores their first points of the day, scoring 6. Of course, getting the extra point there. As now they lead this one by 7. So we throw this one up there, and that is going to be caught. As Calhoun's going to have to really, if you take a look here at Ohio State's team, they got a lot of guys who are got those little stars underneath them. I mean, they are definitely high priority players that we're going to have to do our best to try to get this ball down the field however we can, through the run to the pass, and even just try to do what we can, and hopefully maybe even try to draw them off sides if we can, get some. Hopefully we can get some penalty yardage here from them being just a little too undisciplined at times. But we got to try to do our best so as we can here. So far, this first opening drive here looks pretty good. Got down to their 20-yard line here. It's now 2nd and 1. Passes there on the flat. And that'll be a nice reception there for a few yards, just enough to get the first down. Ball's now at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. As it is a packed house here at SoFi Field. Of course, the home of the Los Angeles Chargers. And, of course, the Los Angeles Rams. As we'll see a 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball the 14-yard line. Of course, Calhoun, his dad and family and his brothers are all here for this game here. And of course, he's got several siblings. He has 4 other brothers who all are football players. 2 of them are pretty athletic. Looking at possibly going to college for basketball here in the next couple of years here. But there you see now incomplete pass there. Now, for whatever reason, we do not go for the field goal there, which, again, I don't understand why this game does this. Madden's the same way. The coding is just ridiculous. We're that close there. We should kick it. But apparently we do not do that. And we now, of course, that's going to cost us here. We're still down by 7 on the second drive. Move the ball there with Robinson, as he does a great job there moving that up. Looking at 3rd and 7. Here we are on our own 38-yard line. But like I said, the whole Calhoun family is here. His dad, Briggs, and of course his brothers and his mother are all here, supporting him there in the field, there in the crowd, cheering him on. And of course, Bryce said that he's really close to his family, and he wants his family involved in his next step in whatever his career is. If it's staying in college and playing another year, his senior year. Of course, I think he would like to, finish one of the, if he can't get the national championship, that'll definitely be on his top of his list. But I think the other thing that's still on his list is, win the Heisman Trophy. I feel like he was, and I have to agree with him, he was snubbed this year. So we'll definitely have to see if he'll try to come back for that. But right now, he's more concerned about the national championship, as that ball is just in the hands of the receiver, and it gets broken up there quickly. As that'll be it for the first quarter in today's game. As we are really not doing so well here. Of course, we're not really running the ball like I would want us to. But nonetheless, we're down by 14 here as we now go we're a couple minutes into the second quarter here in the first half, as the ball is going to be snapped and, of course, easily taken down there if Robinson is loss of a couple of yards. 3rd and 13 coming up here, ball the own 22. Bryce here, of course, in a bit of a pickle right now, so you see the pass there being batted away. And, of course, now we have to go to the sidelines here and see if we can have our defense come out here and stop Ohio State. They do so here. We're still down by 14. 4:07 left here in the second quarter. Pass up the middle there. That's going to be caught by Humphreys. And he's going to be able to take that one down to the 22. Calhoun now under center here. Calls the man in motion. Drop back here. Hands off to Robinson. Robinson gets the carry. And he's going to take that there to his own 27-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 5 coming up as they're going to go to the pass. And Calhoun decides here he's going to throw this one up. And he's going to get a nice pass there as he's going to find his receiver. And that's going to be Big Ray. As Ray's able to get the catch there for the first down and move the chains here now at the 39-yard line of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a pass that, oh geez, oh, that was tipped there by one of our own receivers and then tipped again by a defender. And no one able to come down with it. So incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. As we'll see it here, man in motion now here for Calhoun. As he'll drop back here, looking down the field here. Look for a pass, and that pass is going to be completed. But it's going to actually lose some yards there. We lose 4 on that play. Looking at a 3rd and 4 coming up. Ball on the 43-yard line of the Buckeyes, and that ball gets hit, or the quarterback gets hit as he throws that football. Incomplete pass, cannot move the chains. And that's going to, of course, now put us, continue putting us still in that hole there, 14-0. Less than a minute here left in the first half. And Bulldogs have not yet scored a touchdown here yet. As you see a deep pass going up here. That pass, oh my goodness. Almost looked like that was going to be taken away. But the defender is not able to hold on to it. Incomplete pass. We're looking now at 2nd and 10. Ball at the now 28-yard line. Pass there going to be completed. Caught. And now taken to the 41. Nice first down. And a timeout being called here, I believe, by the Bulldogs. As they'll take their 2nd timeout. 1st and 10. Drop back here. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be caught. And brought down as that's going to be a nice catch there. As that's a huge first down there from Humphreys. As he's able to move the chains. Now the ball at the 33-yard line here. We could now don't mind being down by 7 here, but being down by 14 going to half. That's a tough task there to deal with. But we'll see the pass there incomplete as we try to get that one to Evans. Cannot catch that football there. 2nd and 10 coming up here for Calhoun and the Bulldogs. As the offense now here, we'll see the quarterback now scrambles around here looking down the field. Tosses this one up, and that was just a dangerous throw there. As there's too many white jerseys there, and thank goodness no one was able to hold on to the football. So see a pass there in the corner. That goes caught, and that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs as Humphreys gets the catch. And that was a great catch there from him. Let's take a look at this. Hopefully we got a good replay of this. As Calhoun, of course, drops back here, launches this one, and oh wow, I can't tell from that angle. That one, he looked like he kept his foot, he kept that last step in, but they're gonna call a booth review here, and the booth says no, it's a they agree it is a catch, so it's a touchdown. So we start the second half off with the football. It's now 14-7, so we still got a chance to stay in the game. As that ball is being thrown up there, and that's going to be caught. Nice job there from Evans, a third, as he gets that one all the way down to the Ohio State 30-yard line. As Bryce Calhoun, the junior, drops with just a great job there throwing that 45-yard pass. And right there in the hands, by far, one of the best wide receivers we've had this season. Can't really count out Humphreys, but I think Evans has been more impressive there for us, especially here in the last few weeks. It's now ball now and inside the 20 now of Ohio State. Ohio State defense getting a little worried now. Pass up the middle. That pass is going to be complete. As they're looking at another nice positive yards there, getting the catch there for a 2nd and 1 now coming up. Ball on the 10-yard line. Calhoun here throws this one off to the left-hand side, dumps it away. And that one is going to be caught as they do get able to get that one inside the 10. So now it's going to be a 1st and goal coming up here for Calhoun. As I believe they'll probably try to keep it on the ground here. As Robinson here gets the handoff. Robinson going up the middle. Thinking about going on the outside, but he stays right up the middle there and gets a nice little carry there for a few yards. 2nd and goal coming up. Calhoun now, they're going to go ahead and pass. Throws this one ahead of the receiver. Gets the catch and only gets a yard on that play. 3rd and goal coming up. Man in motion now for the Bulldogs. As Calhoun here again drops back here in the pocket looking. Fires this one and finds a receiver, and no, he cannot come down with it. Incomplete pass. Yes, I'm shocked too there. But we're smart enough to kick a field goal this time at least. You would think if we kicked those field goals 2 times, we had a chance to get a field goal earlier. game would be a lot closer right now. We would probably have the lead. So now 1st and 10. It's now 14-10. Pass there off to the sideline. They're going to say it's complete as the receiver is able to keep a foot in there. 1st and 10. We'll see what they'll try to do here as they're on their own 39-yard line. Calhoun trying to bring back this team as they've been working very hard to get themselves to this situation now. Calhoun now running. He's going to go ahead and take call his own number. He's going to run this one himself, and he's going to get all the way down to the 50 or near the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 after that run there for the QB. We'll see a man in motion here for the Bulldogs. Drop back here for Calhoun. Calhoun throws this one up there, finds Lucky, and Lucky's able to hold on to the catch for the first down there inside the 40 of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As now we'll see another man in motion here with Georgia. Calhoun here throws this one off to the left-hand side. Pass is going to be complete, and that's going to be another catch there for some more positive yardage. So far, this drive is looking excellent here as we're able to move the football very well. Calhoun now dropping back here, throws this one up there. That's going to be caught, and they'll see a catch there near the 7-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here for the Bulldogs. Calhoun now calling some last-minute changes of some routes. Taking his time here, trying to play up to the game clock here, trying to take some few seconds away here from their opponents. As we'll see a catch there. That ball is going to be caught, and it's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. So now you would think they put all the big boys on the line here. Looks like we got a lot of our good run blockers here, and they're going to put a nice gap there in the hole for Calhoun to go through. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As Bryce Calhoun and the Georgia Bulldogs get on the board here again. Now taking the lead for the first time in today's game. They're going to take a nice 3-point lead. Of course, if the extra point, of course, is pending. It will be a 17-14 lead here in the 4th quarter. As Ohio State comes back with a field goal of their own, making it now 17 apiece. So now we'll see a pass there. That's going to be thrown, and it's going to be dropped there by Lucky as he got hit pretty hard there in his lower back. Calhoun now here, ball to 25. He'll drop back in the pocket, throw this one up there. That one's going to be, oh my goodness, could have been intercepted, but it gets tipped away. And of course, we have to punt the ball back to them. They'll kick another field goal, making it now 20-17. So this is a drive that we really need because we have 5 minutes left in this ball game and not too many opportunities, especially if we have some pass rushing like that coming from the Buckeyes. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball to 36-yard line. As we'll see a pass here. This is going to be a toss, and that one, not much air underneath that, but it is tipped away. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 now coming up here on their own 36. Calhoun here drops back in the pocket, looks up, fires this one there. That pass is going to be completed, going down the field, and that is going to be a touchdown for Georgia. And it's the Bulldogs, and AC Uggs celebrating. Puts a nice touchdown score here. It's going to be trailing at Ray, the senior. Finds his way here as Bryce Calhoun seeing a great mismatch there. Able to find his receiver, get down the field, and that's going to be a touchdown there for Georgia. They get the extra point, now 24-20 as they get a quick field position here now, thanks to the defense here helping us out, as Ohio State gave up, I believe they ended up committing a turnover. So now 2nd and 10 here, we're going to try to take advantage of here as we got 3:30 left. Pass there going to be thrown, and it's going to be completed. As Evans is able to hold on to it. It looks like it should have been a face mask there, but they do not call that. So now 3rd and goal coming up. As Calhoun throws this one there near the 10. And the ball is going to be marked at the 10-yard line, but I think he's going to be a yard short. So we forced a punt. We don't kick the field. Or actually, no, we end up going for it on 4th down. Get the first down there. As now there's 2 minutes left here as we have the 2-minute warning. We'll see what we can do here. Ball's on the 5-yard line here. First and goal. It looks like they're making some changes to the play here. Audible being called as we'll see a run, and that one's going to be in there as Ohio State will have to burn their first timeout now here in the second half. $1:57 left here. Ball at the 3-yard line. Of course, we're going to try to keep the ball on the ground as much as we possibly can here. And of course, we're trusting this into Robinson now. Hand off to Robinson. Robinson has it, and Robinson cannot get in the end zone. As they're telling us now, he is just short of the. He's not even at the. He's only at the 1-yard line, so they stop him there quickly. 3rd and goal coming up here. They're going to again look like they're going to keep it on the ground here, which is pretty smart to do. As we'll see a run here, and oh no, a fumble, and the fumble's going to be recovered by Ohio State. No, we do not need that here. With 4 points and $1:50 left, that's plenty of time now for Ohio State to go down the field here and take control. They do have 1 timeout remaining. Hopefully our defense can now turn around and get this ball back here quickly as they did the last time around, as Reese, the middle linebacker, did a great job there. Put a big hit. Look at that hit there he put on him. And it caused him to fumble the football there at the 3-yard line. See if we can push him back. Well, we're able to keep him on this side of the field, and now all we're going to do now here is just going to take a kneel down and try to walk out of here with another national championship, winning this one here 24-20. As we take away the last few seconds left of the play clock here, take a kneel down, and that right there is going to be your winner, as we're the new back-to-back national champions of the college football world. Congratulations there to the Bulldogs. Of course, a great game there from Ohio State, but unfortunately, Ohio State, I thought they really had us. I'm thinking like, man, we have $1:50 left in the game. I thought Say and the offense would go out there and just really just destroy us, but no, we got lucky, and our defense pulled it out. Did a great job there of keeping that ball on that side of the field. And I get, of course, obviously they were goated to have to go for a 4th down if they weren't trying to get back in that game. And yeah, we did a good job there defensively, made a nice stop, and of course got our offense back out there to take that kneel down, and of course get the victory here today and winning the national championship. There you see Bryce hold on to the national championship, his first national championship here in his series. And hopefully, maybe it won't be his last. Maybe he'll come back next season, or maybe it is his last. We'll have to find out and see, as he has a huge decision to make here coming up in the next episode. So, next episode we could be seeing him stay here in college football, maybe one last time, taking his senior year and see what he can do. He does feel like he has unfinished business when it comes to personal goals of his own, which is to win the Heisman Trophy and winning some trophies as well. The couple of best QB, all that kind of good stuff there. But and maybe he feels like he wants to prove himself even more so by see if he can be the Bulldogs. Him being a 2-time national champion, winning a 3rd championship now for winning their 3rd championship in a row as a Bulldog. He'll be his 2nd as a Bulldog when it comes to the national championship, and we'll have to find out if he's going to make that decision. 27-43, 397, completed 62% of his passes with 2 touchdowns in that game. Congratulations there to Bryce, having an excellent game there. 12 carries for 27 yards, no touchdown, but he did have a fumble. That's Robinson. And of course, we had a rushing touchdown there with Bryce. 3 carries for 12 yards. As Bryce, really, I was getting really nervous. The offense, we were not clicking. I will say that this Ohio State defense is a brutal defense. They were putting on some good hits and causing a lot of drops. You see, Lucky had 2, Evans had 1, Ray had 1, Humphreys had 1, Alexander had one. So just about everybody on that field was except for with Robinson and Rydell. Of course, Robinson had a fumble. Yeah, they were putting some good hits on us. Make sure we did not hold on to that football too often, and especially on the key plays when we did need those catches there, those third downs, those short downage plays. They made sure that they were going to be brutal on us and punish us, especially up the middle there. I try not to leave my quarterbacks out to dry, but Jesus, is like, we got to do something. We got to, we got a couple of, also too, we had a couple of tipped, balls there that the defense of Ohio State had. They could easily turn those to interceptions and really ruin our day. Sagan had 7 carries for 20 yards. Touchdown there for him. I believe he had a couple of offensive or passing. Yeah, he had one passing touchdown there. So here you see their defensive numbers there. And like I said, this is a very impressive defense, Ohio State defense there. I'm sure a lot of these guys will be going to the next level if they happen to be juniors and seniors. So we'll see how all that plays out as we'll see which ones will stay and which ones will go. I'm sure a lot of these guys will go to the next level. But yeah, this was a good game. I'm really glad our guys were able to fight back and come back to it and get themselves to be national champions. So, yeah, we're national champions now here in the series. As you see, SEC Offensive Player of the Week there for Bryce Calhoun. So, great honors there for him, as well as the National Offensive Player of the Week, defeating Ohio State, and, of course, winning his first national championship in this series. So, like I said before, we have some interesting storylines coming up. One, do we stay here and try to repeat to be national champions again as the Dogs QB? 2, do we enter the draft, the portal, the transfer portal? Maybe find another school that we can go to and play for. It'll be our 3rd school in 4 years. Or do we go ahead and say, you know what? We accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. Came short of a few things, but you know what? Let's try it. Let's test our chances now in the NFL and see what we can do there. So a lot of some big decisions for Bryce to come up here. I'm sure he'll get a lot of help and a lot of suggestions, and he'll have a good, meaningful talk with his mom and dad and the rest of his family about his next steps of what he wants to do in his collegiate or professional career. But that is it for this episode of the Road to Glory. Next episode, we'll finally see what type of decision he makes. And of course, if he happens to go to the NFL, well, we'll see him there in the NFL as a NFL quarterback. We'll see where he's drafted to. But all that more are coming up very, very soon here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you have to be new. And of course, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on our social media down below. And of course, don't forget our main channel here on YouTube at ESGNet. Definitely go check it out for other great content as well when it comes to college football, Madden, and so much more. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Let's go, Dogs. Let's hunker down. Let's see if our boy can come back next season and win another one. Or will he walk away and go to the NFL? Or will he find another school to try to do the same thing all over again? We'll find out and see. All coming up next time here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves rather healthy, and I will see you all next time. Hey, Dad. How you doing? I'm doing good, son. What's going on? I just called to let you know that I'm, gonna be making my decision on where I'm gonna be going, or at least, for next year, if I'm gonna go pro or if I'm gonna stay. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, I know you're going to be coming home here soon, and and we'll, I know you want to talk about everything, and whatever your decision is, son, we'll definitely be behind you 100%. Well, that's the reason why I called you. What's that? I've been thinking about it a lot here now, and I just feel like there's a lot of things I haven't got done yet, and I still want to do. And the thing is I feel like I still have more to try to accomplish here in college, especially here on the gridiron. Well, that's good. I'm proud of you. If that's what you want to do, you want to stay here and or, stay at home and or stay there in Georgia. We're behind you. I think your mom, if anything, I think she wants us to move to Athens, even though it's only a couple hours away. But still, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could commute back and forth here to from between here and there in Athens. Well, Dad, what I'm trying to say is, Dad, I want to come home. What do you mean you want to come home? You are home. Well, you're coming home here in a couple days from now. No, Dad. You don't get it. I haven't completed what I said I was going to do when I got into college, and that was to bring a national championship to you guys. What are you saying, son? Are you saying what I think you're saying? Yeah, Dad. I want to come home. I want to be at Owl again. I want to make you proud. Son, I'm proud of you regardless. Like, that's if that's the reason why you want to come back, you got a good thing going on in there at Georgia. Yeah, but Dad, I've been thinking about it all season long. That's what's just been bugging me. It's like I didn't complete the objective. I didn't complete what I said I was going to do. I didn't bring a national championship. I didn't bring, that school to a name brand like here at Georgia. Dad, I'm coming home. And I'm staying home until I win a national championship for you guys. Son, if you want to come back, you're more than welcome to. I love you regardless. No matter where you go to, no matter what you do in your life, I'm going to be there for you. But I'm glad if that's your decision of coming back home is, you have arms are wide open here. I think the coaches here and the rest of the team would be nice to see you come back. But if that's what you want to do, then I support you. Thanks, Dad. I'm going to make my announcement here about the next day or two, and I'm already going to put the paperwork in to get the transfer in. I want to make you guys all proud. I got good experience. I know what to do now as a quarterback, and I feel like I can do that here for Kennesaw State. Well, son, if that's what you want to do, then I'm here with you. Let's do that. Let's bring home a championship.